Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into one of the greatest works of world literature, Tolstoy's. Now I know what you might be thinking, a book with over 1,200 pages, isn't there a version? And yeah, there are. But trust me, taking the time to fully immerse yourself in Tolstoy's masterpiece is an experience like no other. Over the next few minutes, we're going to explore 5 compelling reasons why it deserves a spot on your reading list. So, first things first, is considered a masterpiece of world literature, and for good reason. When we talk about literary masterpieces, we often think of works that have stood the test of time, that have resonated with readers across generations, and that have offered profound insights into the human condition. Tolstoy's War and Peace is one such work. Tolstoy's ability to craft characters that feel real, that leap off the page and into your imagination, is truly remarkable. His characters are not just names on a page, they are living, breathing individuals with complex emotions, motivations, and inner lives. Take Pierre Bezukhov, for instance. Pierre is one of the central characters in War and Peace, and his journey is one of self-discovery and transformation. He's this awkward, somewhat naive, but ultimately good-hearted soul trying to find his place in the world. Pierre's struggles with his identity, his purpose, and his place in society are deeply relatable. And Tolstoy's portrayal of his inner turmoil is both poignant and powerful. Or Prince Andrei Bolkonsky, brilliant, ambitious, but also deeply disillusioned with the emptiness of aristocratic life. Prince Andrei's story is one of ambition, disillusionment, and ultimately, a search for meaning. His experiences on the battlefield and in the aristocratic society of Russia reveal the complexities of human nature and the often harsh realities of life. And then there's Natasha Rostova, full of life, passion, and maybe a little too much impulsivity. Natasha's youthful exuberance and her passionate nature make her one of the most memorable characters in the novel. Her journey from innocence to experience, from joy to heartbreak, is a testament to Tolstoy's skill in capturing the full spectrum of human emotions. Tolstoy doesn't just describe these characters, he throws you into their lives, into their thoughts and emotions. You become a part of their world, experiencing their highs and lows, their moments of joy and despair, as if you were right there with them. You feel their joys, their heartbreaks, their triumphs, and their failures as if they were your own. This deep emotional connection is what makes War and Peace such a compelling read. It's not just a story, it's an exploration of the human experience in all its complexity. And through their stories, Tolstoy paints a vivid picture of Russian society in the early 19th century. The novel is not just about individual characters, it's also about the broader social and historical context in which they live. The grandeur of the ballroom, the horrors of the battlefield, the intimacy of family life, it's all there, rendered in exquisite detail. Tolstoy's meticulous attention to detail and his ability to capture the essence of a time and place make War and Peace a truly immersive experience. Whether it's the opulence of a grand ballroom, the chaos and brutality of war, or the quiet moments of family life, Tolstoy brings it all to life with unparalleled skill and sensitivity. Now, isn't just a great story, it's also a profound meditation on history itself. Tolstoy's work transcends the boundaries of a mere novel, delving deep into the essence of human existence and the forces that shape our world. Tolstoy was fascinated by the forces that shape human events, and he uses the Napoleonic Wars as a backdrop to explore these ideas. His narrative isn't confined to the battlefield. It extends into the drawing rooms, the peasant huts, and the vast Russian landscapes, painting a comprehensive picture of society. He challenges the traditional view of history as a series of events dictated by great men, arguing instead that it's the collective actions of countless individuals that truly matter. This perspective shifts the focus from the glorified leaders to the unsung heroes whose lives and decisions weave the fabric of history. Think about it. Napoleon's invasion of Russia wasn't just about one man's ambition. It was a complex interplay of various elements, each contributing to the grand narrative in its own way. It was the culmination of political intrigue, social unrest, and economic factors that had been brewing for years. The seeds of conflict were sown long before the first shot was fired, and Tolstoy meticulously unravels these threads to reveal the intricate web of causality. Tolstoy forces us to see history not as a neat narrative, but as a messy, chaotic tapestry woven from the lives of millions. Each thread represents a life, a decision, a moment in time, contributing to the overall picture in ways that are often unpredictable and uncontrollable. And through his characters' experiences, we gain a visceral understanding of what it was like to live through this tumultuous period. We walk alongside them, feeling their hopes, fears, and struggles as they navigate the uncertainties of their world. We see the impact of war on ordinary people, the sacrifices they made, and the resilience they showed in the face of unimaginable hardship. Their stories remind us that history is not just about dates and events, but about real people who lived, loved, and endured through times of great turmoil. Tolstoy's narrative brings to life the everyday experiences of families and communities, highlighting the interconnectedness of their lives. The war's ripple effects touch everyone, from the highest echelons of society to the humblest of peasants. The Russian landscape itself becomes a character in Tolstoy's story, with its vastness and beauty serving as a backdrop to the unfolding drama. The changing seasons mirror the ebb and flow of human fortunes, reminding us of the passage of time and the inevitability of change. Amidst the chaos of war, there are moments of peace and reflection, where characters ponder the meaning of their existence and the forces that drive them. These moments offer a respite from the turmoil, allowing us to see the enduring human spirit that persists even in the darkest times. In the aftermath of battles, we witness the rebuilding of lives and the hope for a better future. Tolstoy's work is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the enduring quest for meaning and purpose in a world fraught with uncertainty. Through his masterful storytelling, Tolstoy leaves us with a legacy that transcends time. His insights into the human condition and the forces that shape our world continue to resonate, offering us a window into history that is as relevant today as it was in his time. Chapter 3. But isn't just a history lesson or a character study. It's a book that grapples with some of life's biggest questions. What is the meaning of life? What is the nature of love? How do we find happiness in a world full of suffering? Tolstoy doesn't offer easy answers. In fact, he's more interested in asking the right questions than providing definitive solutions. He challenges us to examine our own beliefs, our own assumptions about the world, and to find our own truth. One of the things I love most about Tolstoy is his willingness to explore different perspectives, to show us the world through the eyes of characters from all walks of life. We see the world through the eyes of soldiers and peasants, aristocrats and revolutionaries, each with their own unique understanding of life's complexities. Chapter 4. And speaking of characters, let's talk about the unforgettable cast of. I've already mentioned Pierre, Andrei, and Natasha, but trust me, there are so many more. Each character is so richly drawn, so full of life and contradiction, that they stay with you long after you finish the book. You might find yourself thinking about Pierre's spiritual journey, or Andrei's search for meaning in a meaningless world, or Natasha's infectious zest for life. These characters become like friends, or at least like people you have really strong opinions about, and their relationships with each other are just as compelling as their individual journeys. The love stories, the family dramas, the betrayals and reconciliations, they're all there, playing out against the backdrop of war and peace. Chapter 5. Now I know what you're thinking. This all sounds very profound and thought-provoking, but is it actually, enjoyable to read? And the answer is a resounding yes. Tolstoy was a master storyteller, and his work is, above all, a gripping page-turner. Yes, there are moments of philosophical reflection and historical analysis, but there are also epic battle scenes, passionate love affairs, and enough family drama to keep you on the edge of your seat. Tolstoy knew how to keep his readers engaged. He had an uncanny ability to weave intricate plots and develop complex characters that feel incredibly real. He understood the power of suspense, of cliffhangers, of leaving you desperate to know what happens next. Each chapter ends in such a way that you can't help but turn the page. So even though it's a long book, it's a surprisingly fast read. The narrative flows seamlessly, pulling you deeper into the world Tolstoy has created. You get caught up in the lives of the characters, in the sweep of history, and you find yourself racing through the pages, eager to see what Tolstoy has in store. Whether you're reading in a quiet park, a cozy room, or a bustling cafe, the story has a way of drawing you in, making the world around you fade away. And it's not just a solitary experience. Tolstoy's work sparks conversations. You find yourself wanting to discuss the characters, the plot twists, the themes with friends and fellow readers. Book clubs around the world delve into his novels, dissecting every detail, debating the motivations of characters, and exploring the rich tapestry of themes he presents. It's a book that stays with you long after you've turned the last page. You might find yourself jotting down thoughts, reflecting on the story, and how it relates to your own life. And once you've finished, you might be inspired to explore more of Tolstoy's works, adding them to your collection, eager to dive into another of his masterpieces. So, if you're looking for a book that's not just a read, but an experience, Tolstoy's work is the perfect choice. It's a journey through time, through the human condition, and through the depths of storytelling itself. By the end, you'll feel a sense of fulfillment, having been part of a story that's as profound as it is entertaining, a story that truly draws you in. Outro, in conclusion, is a must-read classic. This work is a literary feast, a historical document, a philosophical inquiry, and an unforgettable story. Reading this work written by Tolstoy's masterful pen will contribute to you in many ways. It's a book that will stay with you long after you've finished it. A book that will make you think about the world and your place in it in new and profound ways. If you liked the video, please don't forget to like and comment. You can also subscribe to the channel for more book reviews and literary videos. I hope this information was helpful to you. Remember, if you have any questions or concerns about reading books or literature, it is important to consult a librarian or literature expert.